Gemma with That Happiness Show podcast and YouTube channel, and I wanted to get together with you today. I'm at my island house. It is absolutely divine. It's going to rain sometime today, probably thunderstorms, but it doesn't even seem to matter. It's about the abundance. There's so much abundance available to us. That's what I want to speak about today, is the abundance. How do we come into the abundance? How do we find it? And then how do we maintain it? How do we stay in the flow of it? So these are, this is great stuff, because if you're from the old school, then you're thinking that abundance just shows up or it doesn't show up. It's a luck thing. It's a whimsy of the universe, like feeling that you're worthy or you're not. And it isn't that. It's more, it's all about you. It's all about you and what you think. So do you feel you're worthy of the abundance coming to you? Do you feel that you deserve to have it? Do you feel that you have time to receive it? These are all great things. So are you making space for it in your life? Or is stress, anxiety, worry, overwhelm being where you put your energy and time? So let's see. Abundance is magic, and it shows up in the form of friends helping you out, money flowing into your account, time to sit and have a cup of tea. I forgot my tea. It shows up in the form of being able to stop what you're doing to just enjoy the moment. I love slowing down and reminding myself that I can just enjoy this moment. It's not about how much I can get done. It's not about how much money is in my account or how much money I can get in there. Everything seems to flow beautifully, absolutely beautifully, when I get out of the way. So that's the number one thing with abundance, is getting out of the way. And how do you get out of the way of allowing the abundance to flow? And I would say that's gratitude. Gratitude and loving yourself. These are key. This is key for everything in this experience, especially the 5D experience. If you're going to experience 5D, you have to be anchored in gratitude and love, because that is the essence of 5D. So 5D being the fifth dimension versus the 3D dense version of reality, being very strategic for survival and fear and lack. But we have this ability to step into 560, and 5D being unconditional love and expansion. So expansion is this innate ability for something to become so much more without the effort. To take leaps forward in what you thought was possible. So we have to let go of expectation. We have to let go of belief systems. And we're just making this work. Now I have a friend coming over. Just a second. David, I'm working on my podcast. So, as I said, friends showing up is a beautiful thing. So how do you anchor in the gratitude and to fulfill the things you want? Anchoring in the gratitude, it can be a practice to start with, and then make it a mindset, make it a way of living. If you find yourself having a negative thought, take a deep breath and then find something to be grateful for. Even if it's just the gratitude of awareness, even if it's the gratitude of having your feet on the ground and standing up straight. It could be the gratitude of what you're preparing for dinner, having the beautiful people in your life. Take your focus away from that which is irritating you, frustrating you, making you angry, making you jealous, making you fearful. Take your energy away from that and find something that you know, point blank, is going to be a moment of gratitude. It's not about turning the fear into something positive. It's about shifting your attention, because everything goes with that attention. Everything will slide over. So when you are, say, fearful that you won't have enough money, just take a deep breath and focus on the fact that you have a roof over your head, or you have a wonderful car to sleep in, or or you have a great, you have a phone, you have food, I'm going to tell you, when I when I was having frustration where I was letting my energy, my mind slip into the fear of income, I had this poof revelation one day when I looked over and I saw my dogs, Max and Toulouse. Max, bless his heart, he died last year. You know, he transed over last year, but so he's not with us anymore. So this was before he died. It was Max and Toulouse, and they were laying on the couch and just chilling out. And I looked over and I saw them, and it hit me like really, really intensely. I'm like, check them out. Oh my God. They have the most comfortable places to sleep. They have people who surround them with love. I mean, just love on them anytime, all the time, even when they don't want it. They have the best food. You know, I'm very conscientious about what I feed them. They always have safe places to roam, outside, in the house. They have playmates if they want them. And if the dogs want something, they ask and they receive it. They ask for a treat, I'll get them a treat. They ask to go outside, I let them outside. So they have everything right there. And it dawned on me, this is the big revelation. Are you ready for this? They don't work. The dogs do not have jobs. They don't work. They don't bring money into the household. And yet they have every luxury that I'm afraid I won't have if I don't work. So that was a wake up for me, because I'm not saying go quit your job and do nothing, but I am saying that with the proper mindset, with the proper beliefs in place, with the proper frequency engaged, all of our needs will be met. It's not about worry. Worry is actually hampering us. It's not about how much you make, and it's not about the job you have. It is about frequency, the frequency station you are on. And my dogs exist in a frequency of love, and thus all their needs are met. So that was huge for me. But we have habits, and we slip into these other frequencies. Either one, we don't realize it, or two, we think it's no big deal. Well, I'm going to tell you it is a big deal, because every time you step out of the frequencies of the places that are engineered to bring you what you want, you slow down the process of manifesting that. So you want to back it up a little bit and make it a no-brainer that to slip into another frequency is well, we're not going to shame ourselves. We're not going to attack ourselves or feel guilty about it. We are become wicked aware that, yes, I've slipped out of the frequency that creates the world I want to live in, and I'm going to pull and anchor that in. I'm going to pull it in, and I'm going to find the frequency that will create the world I do want. Now, if you want, you can go to Google or one of those search engines, and you can pull up emotional frequency chart, emotional frequency chart images, and you're going to find loads and loads of images. I like the ones with color, rainbows on them, and you will see the lowest being death or shame, and the highest being probably, I don't know if it's beyond unconditional love. It just might be a state of awakened consciousness, and you'll see all the levels in between. And I'm going to tell you, whereas at one time, I don't know if it was David Hawkins who said it, but at one time it was stated in this book that the average person would go no more than 5 points on this 1,000-point scale in their lifetime. That's like hardly any movement. Now, the people I work with, I've seen them move hundreds and hundreds of points on this 1,000-point scale. I've seen them go from shame, up to anger, from anger up to sadness, or sadness to anger, anger to contentment, anger to love, anger to joy. Not necessarily in one fell swoop, but this focus on it, to focus in, to hold space for transmutation in your life, to love yourself unconditionally, and then watch your environment change. So the chart is phenomenal for that. If I suddenly have to reach and grab you, it's because the wind is going to blow my computer off of the second floor deck. So, let's see. The gratitude. Gratitude is so, so huge. Gratitude is something that can be practiced on a regular basis. And at first it is a practice. At first you set your phone, a timer, you set time aside, you write in a journal. You do these things to create this energy of it, this flow of it. And as you do it, you begin to notice how your body changes with that. Because let me tell you, every single cell in your body, when you practice something, every cell in your body becomes that. And you know this, you know when you get anger, you can feel the anger go through every cell in your body, out to your fingertips. That's why people clench their hands. That's why they stomp their feet. That's why they feel like they're gonna blow their top off. Their ears get hot. It goes through every aspect of your body. We can do that with love. We can do that with gratitude and awareness and revelation and expansion. So as you do the gratitude exercises, why not write? Why not write? Why not dance? Why not sing? Why not do things that carry the vibration even further? It can be a meditation in the sense that you are focusing in on that which you want. You are letting go of that which you don't. And in a lot of meditation, people let go of the noise. They let go of the dense world. And I'm saying you can let go of the negativity, the fear, the stress, the overwhelm, and focus in on those things you want in your life. Now, the beautiful thing is this is a made-up place. So if this is a made-up place and you're doing most of the making up of it, then why not play with the gratitude? Why not? If you want to take this to the next level, say you've got an old hand at gratitude. Oh yeah, I do gratitude every day. I'm so grateful for everything in my life. Well, why not be grateful for the things that you would love to have, but don't put it in a context that it's future or it's outside of you. Bring it in as a context of it's here now. And what does that look like? So I love my big RV that I travel in with my daughter. I love it. It's wonderful. It's so comfortable and it's so easy to drive. I was a truck driver. I can drive an RV now. And I love backing my RV. It's magnificent. I love sharing the space with my daughter and creating art and seeing new beautiful things and painting from it and being out of the rain in it and having my puppy in it. I love all of these aspects of my RV. Now, do I have my RV right now? It is not in the yard. No, I do not have my RV right now. But I'm not going to speak like that. I'm going to speak as though it is here because that is what is drawing it faster to me. I had a friend and she wanted a number of things. One of the things she wanted was a boat. And she practiced the awareness. She practiced the now moment. She practiced the gratitude. And in less than a year, she had a boat and she spends all of her summers living on the boat. It's wonderful. Right now, she's manifesting a new home, a beautiful new home, and it's so magic. So you decide what you want to bring into your life. And because you are in your dense form here in this dense place, there may seem to be limits of, we have this time requirement that we're in, and time can stretch and it can be malleable, but take your time. Don't feel you have to do everything now. Don't make some huge list and then you can't even hone into the frequency of loving one aspect of it. Just really embrace the next, only the next that you wish to bring in. Remember that everything takes energy. So maintaining the things you bring in take energy. If you do not want to spend energy on something, either gift it, give it, sell it, release it. And it could be a relationship, it could be something you own. It could be an opportunity. If now is not the time, let it go. Don't overwhelm your receive basket with things that are just going to stress you out, because then you're going to jump out of the receive basket and then you're going to have none of it. So bring yourself back into the gratitude, enjoying what's coming, remembering the focus of centering into your truth. What will bring you to the next expansion, the next moment? I find for myself, a lot of the expansions that happen in my life, I believe that they are energetic first, frequency first. We expand our frequency. We expand our frequency, we come into the next higher frequency vibration, which brings in all sorts of new opportunity. And then that frequency expansion then overflows, that's the word, overflows into my life, and it becomes a new paint job on a wood floor. It becomes new curtains. And the crazy thing is, all I have to do now is look at something and focus on it. And it is almost as though the universe provides, like, we are co-creating at lightning speed. I was over a friend's house to visit, and she's like, and I have these curtains for you. And I'm like, oh my gosh, they were long and they were red, and it was exactly what I visualized to hang in my living room over my cupboards in my island house. And it was the day before I left to the island. I could not believe the synchronicity of that. Not to mention, I had even thought out different hook options for hanging curtains, and I had focused on that, and I came to the not solution. I came to the final idea that it couldn't be those big metal rings, because there just wasn't room for the metal rings. It had to be like tabs. And then I really wanted it flush up there, and I got exactly what I wanted, just gifted to me. Beautiful, beautiful. I took a picture yesterday. I sent it to my friend so she could see it, and she just was blown away. So, you know, she had no idea I was looking for anything like that. She's never been to my island house, so she had no idea. This is how effortless it is, but we have to create mindfulness around it, the mindset of it, so that we can be in the energy of it on a regular basis. Now, if you're looking for a new job, all of this is focused on the outcome. What is the outcome you want? Not the fear of getting there, not the hurdles of getting there, not what could go wrong. We know how to focus on that. Given opportunity, that's where we go. Don't ask me why. I have no idea, but the mind does follow where you go. So if your energy is a friction, a frequency of worry, then your mind will seek out all those possibilities. Stop that. It does not serve you. It doesn't serve you to hurdle obstacles when you could be stepping into abundance. And that's where you want to be, stepping into the abundance. Oh my goodness. So gratitude, we've covered really well. And unconditional love, which I come to all the time, again and again and again. Unconditionally loving yourself. It is being gentle with yourself. It is relieving yourself of the negativity. It is doing kind things for yourself that you would do for others, but have previously neglected to do for yourself. You know, a nice meal for yourself, a bath for yourself, wonderful soft sheets on your bed for you, not just your company. Nice clothes for you. Nice words. How many people have these stories going on in their head that are just criticizing themselves? Is that how you would treat your child? Is that how you would treat your inner child? But you are. So catch these things that do not match the frequency that you want to exist in. If that's a frequency of joy, then the words must be joyful. The actions must be joyful. The behaviors, the opportunities that you welcome in will be joyful. Colors in your life will be joyful. So begin to allow yourself to embody the frequency that you wish to have. Embody the frequency you wish to have. Practice it. On some of those charts, you will see words. And if you will not be able to make a huge jump, you have to be willing to go up slowly. So if you are at a low frequency of frustration, say, you have to be willing to go up slowly, to just go up a little teeny bit at a time, maybe 2 steps. Now, when you go up 2 steps, look and see what the words are at that 2 steps above you level. Incorporate that into your language, and that will help you make that transition. Okay, so, and going from sadness to anger is loving yourself. Raising frequency in any form is loving yourself. So you just have to be willing to make that. It's an effort maybe, or maybe it's a practice. You have to be willing to take the time to do it. It takes nothing to stay in the frequency you're at and stagnate and kind of wallow. And I'll tell you, it might even make it easy to kind of fall back, because we tend to not stagnate. There's expansion, there's contraction. There's not really like free flowing in the middle. So it doesn't matter what frequency you're at. Ask for something. Ask for something. Maybe it's peace. Maybe it's quiet. And then keep your eyes peeled for the peace, for the quiet. Honor it, respect it, welcome it, receive it. Whatever you want, even if it's only coming for 5 minutes, honor that and recognize it, and you will receive more of it. All right, so abundance is everywhere. It is all around you, and it is up to you to honor and respect that it's there, to give yourself the ability to take time and reflect on it, to notice it, to appreciate it. And just remember, Max and Toulouse do not have jobs, and Max had the best life. Toulouse is having the most wonderful life. He's right now watching me from the comfort of our bed in the house with the door wide open so he can hear everything and he can see me if I get up. He's ready to roll, but he's completely peaceful. And we can choose to be peaceful too. We can choose love. We can choose abundance. All right, till next time, have a wonderful, wonderful day.